New York Entertains presents Funny First Friday.
Why isn't there any B batteries? Like batteries, I wouldn't use them. Probably will work sometime.
Funny First Fridays, Columbus's premier comedy series.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Showcasing nationally touring comics who have appeared on Def Jam Comedy, Comic View, Comedy Central, and Last Comic Stand. Funny First Friday, January 6th at Warehouse 9, 929th Street in Columbus.
So if I'm a baller on the budget. Monsters, that's my store right there. But one thing about Monsters, you got to have patience up in there. You can find that stuff anywhere in there. I bought me a nice little blue jean outfit. Pants and the shirt. Found the pants where it's supposed to be. The shirt was in the back hanging in between some damn shower curtains. I like, pick on the damn shirt right here.
It's Funny First Friday, January 6th at Warehouse 9. Doors open up at 7:30. Showtime is at 8. For more information on VIP tables, call 833-22-FUNNY. That's 833-22-FUNNY. To purchase tickets, go to eventbrite.com.
Okay, for some odd reason, people think that it's okay to start popping fireworks over in the neighborhood, so that's what they're doing right about now. We got Paz and me back with y'all. Brother Pete is going to join us back here in a few seconds. If y'all don't mind, we're going to just do a quick countdown to the show, and we'll get it started. Paz, take this moment to get everything you got to get right real quick. I'm going to get everything I got to get back right, you know what I'm saying, as we are restarting the show. Quick countdown, and then we'll be back. Y'all see the countdown on the countdowner.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all too much. Y'all so kind. But if y'all don't mind, the next selection we like to do for y'all is, Country Roads. Check me out. She told me not to be so cold, said a true OG, you let y'all motherfuckers know about some real pimping. And not just sitting on your lows, cause all your rims spinning. Don't make it down her country road, you got to get 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up now. Hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, yeah. Get 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up now. Hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, yeah. Get 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up now. Hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, yeah. Get your ass up, get your ass up. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, off I go and it's a heater. Rotten something swerving, conjunctions conjured by the tweeter. This one here's a lesson, look like that I'm gon' play the teacher. Instant classic, I knew it when it blew the back speaker. Hater, ain't it, James it, rain it, it show no pains, man. That you're going far away and the light just ain't gon' bring me. Say I got this gift for gab and the game just ain't gon' change me. Say the writing's on the wall and that shit is written plainly. Got a fetish for divas, popping tags and blowing reefer. Hanging with my people, you gotta know it don't get no sweeter. How they supposed to keep up? One left nut talking about they bust. Take 2 steps back, stop fucking with us, cause I'd be dead wrong if I roughed you up. But
she told me not to be so cold, said a true OG, I'll let y'all motherfuckers know about some real pimping. And not just sitting on your lows, cause all your rims spinning. Don't make it down her country road, you got to get 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up now. Hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, yeah. Get 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up now. Hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, yeah. Get 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up now. Hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, yeah. Get your ass up, get your ass up. Fascinated with the story of Muskogee one. How many different ways we supposed to come? 3, 5, 4 fun just might throw some. Take away your breath and expose your lungs. You can tell the way I stroll alone. The kid got the golden tongue, make 'em weak in the knees to the toes are numb. Baby lick shot with a mama's gun. Well, Papa got a brand new bag of tricks and mad clips, so ain't for the sky. Grip tight, squeeze and fire. Black in the barrel, why did I pimp my pen? I pimp my pen like pimpin'. Kid done one and then have reach for the roof in the Holiday Inn. Then me feel good in my moccasin. Mama say I'm Samu Makusa. Ain't one spit it like noir. Slim pickin', sit pimp, hurrah. Polish up your repertoire. Always bon voyage and au revoir. To your big ass crib and your nice ass car. Got 4 TVs with card and all. But a thick ass bra said no. Oh,
she told me not to be so cold, said a true OG, you let y'all motherfuckers know about some real pimpin'. And not just sitting on your lows, cause all your rims spinning. Don't make it down her country road. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all too much. Y'all so kind. But if y'all don't mind, the next selection we like to do for y'all is, Country Roads.
Let's start the show.
This is a podcast.
What up? It's your boy Mo Cheese, aka Grits, broadcasting live from the country roads. Donna Goes Down, January the 6th, 2023. Yep, get your advance purchase tickets at 833-22-FUNNY. That's 833-22-FUNNY. Hey, if you can't spell, it ain't on me.
And we going worldwide with this one. Feel good music. Yeah. Gave Patty her bells, made Martin the king. All it took was a hustle and a cup eye full of big dreams. Settled down to poker. Had to leave from a city, got a hated local. World look at me now. Oh, they loving the kid. Where were you at when I was traffic? You stuck with them bricks. I was stuck with them bricks. I was stuck with them bricks. And they had the nerve to tell me, make it back the best way you can, young nigga. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the view. You gotta get up, get out and get something. Sleep equal a whole lot of nothing. You may have a whole lot of everything, but it don't mean nothing if you ain't grinding. No.
Yep. Okay, there you go. I was about to say the T. We about to start this all over again. Welcome back to another technical Tuesday interruption. But nah, we back. I'll go back and edit the first half of the show. But it was a couple of things that we wanted to talk about, so I'll splice some things up and we'll re-edit it all down. Yeah, first things first, man. Hey, we gonna make some changes for next year's show, bro. We probably gonna pre-record.
Okay.
We're probably just gonna pre-record and load up shows. Although I don't know, man. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that, because it's like we're gonna have the live element between us, but it's
the live first response right out.
Yeah, it's just a little bit different. It's a little bit different, but I don't know, man. We gonna work out some things. I'll probably switch up the format a little bit as well. As I've had some conversations with some people. If you watch some of the last shows, just some of the people that I've talked to got some connections with some other people that do some other stuff, a different programming platform. So we'll probably switch over to that joint as well. But the video is still gonna come, and the joke's still gonna come. The real life situation is still gonna get the dice story conversations here and there as well. Hey man, it was actually funny. So let's go back to that. Let's go back to that, because I ain't get to talk to y'all about that. It was funny, man. Again, I'm thinking we about to sit down and play spades.
Okay.
And the young man, I'm gonna stop calling these young men the boy. Cause we want to call him, what I'm saying, little boy. But I'm gonna call them young men as long as they act like it. But yeah, man, he tried to. It was very interesting dynamic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it's like, is it?
They just not raised the way we were, man. They're kids nowadays because they're being raised by parents who are still kids themselves, are not being taught like the values of a simple value of there's a time and a place. It's clearly,
Right, which I mean, again, you know, we pretty cool parents. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean, we, you know, we're pretty cool, pretty laid back. But at the same time, I guess for me, I'm just like, I would have never have even thought to come out of the house with dice
in my pocket. To go meet somebody's parents.
and 21s, like I was about to go to a dice game to meet somebody's parents. Like, what?
Right. Like, I mean, yeah, okay. I mean, the most I can say is he was prepared for every scenario. I don't know. Like, other than that, yeah, I'm trying to help you, young man. I'm trying to give you a couple of freebies.
And for those that have seen the video, you will see 21s on the floor, and you will also see some Uno cards on the floor. Okay. So the Uno cards were the representation of my 21s. Because who walks around with cash unless you head to a strip club? That was just or to a dice game,
right? So that's what that video was. Was that Facebook?
Yes.
That
okay.
So that's what that was.
Yes. That is what
now,
that was.
I'm like, it's all coming together. I was like the Uno cards, and I'm like, where did I just see that, bro?
Now,
okay.
I'm sure there are people that are wondering what the hell we could possibly be talking about right now. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see.
That's crazy.
All right, hold on. Hey, and the funny part about this is the music that's in the background to it. Like what's playing in the background, because it was not intentional. Have yourself a merry little Christmas now. This is what happens when little niggas come over to your crib thinking they could date your daughter and then talk about shooting fucking dice. Niggas shooting dice. And you got 21s? He got 21s. Guess what? Now you got 20 losses, motherfucker. This 20. Send your little ass on back home. Yes, I took his money. You fucking right, I took his money. What y'all thought I was gonna do? Holla at y'all. I'm just saying. Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
You a fool, bro. That was hilarious.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. How do you Chuck, DJ Chuck? How do you show up? How do you show up for a first? Not necessarily. Well, how do you show up? Not the first time to meet the parents, because he came over here once. He came over. You know what I'm saying? He was. Remember, I told y'all this the same little dude that was supposed to take baby girl out and went to sleep and he missed the date.
Then he's already on strike too.
Yeah, this is the same little guy that missed the date. So he ended up coming over to apologize, which that's a whole nother story. I won't even expose the happenings of that one. But man, I'll just say at one point, I heard a horn beep outside, and I was like, "Do I need to go outside?" And wifey was like, "Nah, I'm pretty sure it's not her beeping the horn." But yeah. Who shows up? Who shows up? So I'm sorry. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm giving out awards today as well, ladies and gentlemen. Giving out awards. I'm giving out awards today, and I have to give out an award. So we're gonna go ahead and give out the first one.
Uh-oh.
The Boo This Man Award of the year goes to can I get a drum roll, baby? Thank you. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the Boo This Man Award goes to a little guy by the name of Cameron. Cameron obviously is not here to take his award. I will not be taking this award on his behalf. We will not be mailing that shit out. We will just be sending it out via the airwaves and via YouTube. We want to thank you for accepting this award, and just don't get it again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. Uh-oh. There was a slight mistake in the judging. Slight mistake in the judging. I apologize. So, special announcements, and you know we can only do special announcements one way. Where is it? Come on, give it to me. In a shocking turn of events, there were actually 2 award winners for the award. There were 2 winners. 2 winners also winning the award. It's the stupid mofo that decided that he was going to carjack baby girl and drive around in the same county with the plate on the car. Ladies and gentlemen, his little ass is not here to accept this award. Because he is currently still locked up waiting for trial. Again will not be accepting this award for him. We will not be mailing it out. We will just be putting it out on the airwaves, and you better be glad that you are a minor. Otherwise, I would put your name to this award.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. That's absolutely crazy, but well deserved.
Let me
well deserved.
Turn some Wi-Fi off in here. We got about 1,000 devices running on Wi-Fi in the house right now.
It's the same here, bro. The same here as always.
You know what? As a matter of fact, I got 1/3.
Oh my
award recipient. Damn it. Since we on it, I want to give out a special award to our Wi-Fi provider. You have haunted the internet lines every Tuesday. I don't know what is wrong. Tuesday is technically, tenaciously
Terrible.
tarnished and terrible Tuesdays as far as the damn internet connection goes. I will not say your name out loud because you may be monitoring said channel and or stream. So you know who you are, and you can have this award.
With flying colors. So what's up, Big Cheese? How was your holiday?
Holiday was good, bro.
Holiday was good.
The holiday was good. The holiday was good.
Mine was too, man. Little man came back to the crib, bro, and he hadn't been here, and he was like, "Whoa!" Like everything was, what I've been doing all year. You know what I'm saying? Everything was organized, everything was ready, like, and I didn't have to do much to get ready for him to come here. It's like the fact that I had been working on it all year, as well as working on myself. It was great to see that I only had to go grocery shopping, and I had to fix his bed because when they have slats under the bed, a few of them had broken.
I was about to say the slats are the worst thing ever created.
I know,
ever.
I know, but they feel so much more comfortable.
But
for
then
some odd reason,
either you got the slats that go straight across, and
right.
a couple of them will break, or you
Right.
have the ones that have the little pole thing in the middle of the slat that's supposed to hold it up, and that shit'll break too.
All right.
And then you can't find nothing else screw back. Man, slats are stupid.
Right. But I was able to go to Home Depot. So so the slats I got from IKEA were all like attached by these little like when you have a big package and they bundle this little white strip of plastic, like a thick
talking about-
plastic around it.
You talking about shrink wrap?
Shrink wrap? Nah, not necessarily shrink wrap, but it's like a band. It's like a band.
You
It's
talking
not a
about like
rubber
the
band,
band?
but
You
it's a
gotta
band.
cut it.
Right, that one. So they had it. So they have those all linked on the slat. So it's like one big sheet of slats that you sit down, and they're all uniform. Bro, I ripped one of them joints off. Went up to Home Depot. Man, had them cut it to size, same thickness, but wider boards. And so I was able to get 4 of those out of the 2 long boards that I bought, 8-foot boards that I bought. And bro, like he had so much slat space, like slats going across the space. Like I didn't have to worry about
You
nothing.
have to be able to it's not even fair. You have to be able to Jimmy rig things in the household, and,
Right.
and sometimes they're for the better, sometimes not so much. But you learn
Right.
until your kids want to do things like I don't know what you do to break the end of a damn sleigh bed. I don't know what you do to do that. I don't like you know how the sleigh beds are. So you got the thing at the top and then it comes out at the bottom, right?
Right.
How do you break the thing at the bottom? How does the whole thing at the bottom just pop off? What are you doing? What are you doing in the bed?
Playing tackle? I don't know. Like what's going on?
See, I'm having flashbacks over here, y'all.
That's probably one of them instances where a cousin got clothesline right onto the bed. Like
I got that post-traumatic parent syndrome. Yeah. Just all of a sudden you in the living room one day and you just hear like it sounds like a tree just broke in your house. You're like, wait, there's obviously no trees to go timber in this motherfucker. Like, where did that come from? Whole sleigh bed. All right.
Whole sleigh bed. It is what it is.
We was talking about the holidays though.
that was part of my holiday, man. That was part of my holiday, just prepping my son to get here. But I actually went and hung out at my general manager's house with his wife and his kids, whom of course have been to the restaurant plenty of times. That's also a good thing for your man Michael. I work at a barbecue spot, so that would be good. I don't know, how my boss, he definitely has his own recipe for his own barbecue sauce. So I don't know how he would like a additional bottle or anything in there, but I can always drop
Hey,
ain't
try
nothing,
try it out. Ain't nothing.
drop a air on him. Ain't nothing. He's always looking for something to improve his business. So you never know. Never know. But other than that, man, holidays are great. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, got to see Munchkin. He was here for the last 5 days. He left yesterday. Holiday was great outside of being freezing cold for them 2 days. And it was a blessing, man. It was a blessing to see another one.
I agree. Got to see the family. Had all those I guess you would say family moments.
Right.
I guess it's kind of a weird time. I appreciate everybody for all the prayers, all the phone calls, all the text messages, all the messages in regards to Laffy's mom passing. So that obviously it was tough with dealing with her passing. So yeah. Had the Christmas party. Let me go back to a happy place. Had a Christmas party Saturday. His Christmas party was cool. Me and Dion got into an argument, but that's
Jesus.
hey man, it's expected. Somebody had to argue during Christmas, right?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like nobody came to blows. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Somebody had to argue, so got that out. And other than that, had a great time with the family. You know what I'm saying? Great time with my cousins.
Right.
Can't wait for this coming year, bro. It's a whole lot of stuff that's about to go on here right at the beginning of the year. As y'all know, once Christmas hits, I look at Christmas as a marker. And basically what Christmas means is it's 2 weeks to my birthday. That's what Christmas means.
True.
Damn it. So Sunday coming up, you get the first of the year. The next Sunday is my birthday, and then if all blends perfectly, UGA will be winning the national championship on the day after. So definitely looking forward to the game Saturday. So and hey, I had put on something. I was gonna let Capone go ahead and shoot his shots. You know what I'm saying? You saw what I did today. Like I was gonna let Capone shoot his shots. I was wearing this because this was you remember how I got this?
No.
So this is a vintage Deion Sanders jersey.
Right, of course.
I actually got this jersey from Kurt as a wedding gift when me and April got married. Yep.
Wow.
Because I think Kurt had this vintage jersey and he had like a Dolphins vintage jersey or something. And he gave me this. So yeah, I was gonna let Capone go ahead and shoot his shots before I retired this jersey because I'm probably not gonna wear this jersey ever again. I'm probably retiring them, put it in a case, and put it behind some glass. It done had its days, bro.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I feel you. I need to do the same thing to my Tim Brown jersey.
Bro, I mean, at a certain point, like my old Kobe jerseys, they it's no more wearing them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might keep one. I think I bought one recently that I may keep out for a second, but it's probably only gonna get worn one time, and that's on 8/24.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only time a Kobe jersey is probably gonna get worn. Bro, I got T-shirts. Crazy. You know how big of a Kobe fan I was. I think this is one story. So on It's a Long Story. Mm-hmm. You guys, welcome to It's a Long Story. I think I said Country Roads before, but welcome to It's a Long Story. But I was gone when Kobe passed.
Right.
So, like, wifey got all kind of paraphernalia, like, the whole time I was gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything that she would have thought that I would have gotten during that time, she got. So, and it was like I came home and I had all these T-shirts and all this stuff. But I have not. I think I may have worn one of my T-shirts. Maybe one. Just came.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
They're just supposed to be there.
Right.
All right. Yeah. Would you like to?
Yes, sir.
Give out any Boo This Man awards.
Boo This Man awards.
Yes.
You know what? I will definitely like to give out an award. And this might shock you.
Hold on. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen. and I actually, this is my teaser for everybody out there. I am giving away tonight the first ever country awards. I haven't figured out what the name of it is just yet. Oh, yeah, I did. The country awards, the Country Roads Trendsetter Award. I'm giving that out. I'm giving that out tonight. I'm giving that out tonight to someone, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. But breaking news before we get there. Pasadena will now be giving out his first I'm sorry, let me do it the right way. Award.
Yes, I am. And it's going to shock you. But when it comes to sports, I'm a realist. I always, with the copying of the rosters and making sure everybody was on the right teams on Madden and NBA Live and all that. I am giving a Boo This Man award to none other than my favorite team, the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh, they definitely deserve that.
And
award.
Yep. Yeah. That is, you, with all due respect to Raider Nation, and keep in mind, I'm probably one of the biggest fans of the Raiders. I don't care what city they're in. I'm the biggest fan of the Raiders all my life since I was little. But the way we have played the last 2 games has been horrendous. And y'all all need y'all asses kicked. For real. Except for Devontae Adams and Josh Jacobs.
I mean, I give the Falcons one, but the expectation wasn't even
the Falcons have played way better than the Raiders have in the past few games.
They played better than most people thought they were going to be, except for, if you were to go back and maybe listen to some of our other shows. When a particular person may have been, predicting a playoff berth. But to my credit, what I would say is, I mean, shit, until this last week, hell, we were still in the playoff hunt. Hey. If these guys could have won 2 games, we're like in like first place, man, because like nobody wants to win it. It looks like the Panthers are like the only team that wants to win it, and nobody knows why they want to win it.
I don't know. They still playing. They still playing the way you're supposed to play.
Hey,
No matter whether you win or losing, you still
at this point, this is okay. I'm going back on everything I've been saying. I'm going back. This week, this week right here, what I need to see is I need to see 2 backup quarterbacks, and I want to see both of them throw for over 170 yards. But I would love to see Arizona win that game. Hey, do you know if we lose to Arizona, do you know that like bumps us into a top 5 pick?
Jeez.
I'm just saying at this point, what are we playing for, bruh?
I mean, shoot.
If we lose to Arizona, I think it bumps us into a top 5 pick. I ain't out here saying that we should tank, but I'm just saying we should lose.
He said we should lose. I think the Raiders should go ahead and just lose with y'all.
Hey, man. Hey.
And God forbid we have to play each other the rest of this season.
Hey, man.
Who's going to take first?
Let us get in this top 5 draft picks with all this cap money that we about to have or free money we about to have. Bro, we going to have a builder squad next year. It is like who wants to get paid, come to Atlanta.
Right, but what are y'all going to do, though? Are y'all going to do like y'all did in the past where y'all have all this cap money, but y'all also give away all y'all good players and then use the money to get players, and then y'all have like,
I mean, who will we be giving away at this point? I mean, hell, we're not giving away Pitts, we're not giving away London.
No.
We're not giving away Grady. You know what I'm saying? Grady just read up. We're not giving up AJ. AJ just read up, although he got burnt this year. But part of that is safety help. So we can't put that all on him. I mean, it ain't a whole lot to lose. We got a lot of young pieces. I think the offensive line needs some help on building. We need pieces everywhere. The question is really, what are we going to do at quarterback? But the question is, what do you do at quarterback? I mean, obviously, well, if you got a top 5 pick, do you go out and get one of these other quarterbacks? As Mariota show, I mean, I said Mariota, but has Desmond Ridder shown you enough to say that he's going to be your quarterback of the future? No. I would say no. And yeah, I know it's only been 2 games.
But no.
No, I'm saying I know it's been 2 games, and I know when he got put in, but I'm just like, hey, man, you had all year, you know what I'm saying, to prepare for this moment. And I don't think there was a person. Well, I'm not gonna say that. Before they started going on this losing streak, there was a reason why he wasn't gonna be put in, and it was because you're in playoff contention. Well, then you keep losing. You know what I'm saying? You lose 2 games, but it just so happens Tampa loses 2 games too.
Right.
And then it's like, all right, we in playoff contention still, and we're not winning games with Mariota. We might as well put Ridder in.
Right.
I think you should have did that 2 games prior to.
Right.
So you're giving him 4 games to try to decide whether he's your quarterback for the future. But I mean, I don't think he's a quarterback for the future. I think if anything, you maybe try to package him to somewhere and trade him off if you're going to go draft that quarterback. If you're going to go draft one of these boys, I think you trade him off.
Right.
And you pick up a quarterback in free agency.
Mm-hmm.
And I've heard a name that's been floating around. I'm not very impressed with the name that's floating around.
What name is that?
Ryan Tannehill.
Nah, he's gonna be a whole lot better quarterback than y'all had.
I'm just
He's a lot more
And
consistent.
I think it's being floated around as far as short term solution to if they're gonna go the route of drafting somebody. You've heard his name. I ain't gonna even say the other dude name because, bro, I wouldn't. If this person played, man, if the Falcons picked up Baker Mayfield,
they're not, because you see what he's doing with the Rams.
I'm just saying, if the Falcons were to pick up Baker Mayfield, bro, I would have to permanently switch teams.
Wow.
I would permanently switch teams if Baker Mayfield was a starting quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons.
But you never know.
Permanent.
I mean,
permanent.
He just keeps saying permanent.
Permanent.
But Baker has showed in the past 2-3 games that he can still command an offense. I'm not saying he's the best fit. I'm not saying that. But I would say with the team that you would have around him, you guys would definitely have to fill those pieces in.
Hey, I got a different reward I wanted to give out for this person. Just when I saw them hit the field, I have a what the fuck award.
Is that for Deshaun Watson? I hope so.
Nah. This one is for
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it says we're in.
I think
it says we're in.
Maybe we're back.
Yeah.
So we were giving out a what the fuck? I'm giving that out to Colt McCoy. It was Colt McCoy that came in for Arizona, wasn't it? Or was that
right?
Yeah, and played a couple of snaps, right?
And
got hurt again, right?
Yep.
I think that dude has made like $40 million or so, and I'm not looking it up. I think he's maybe made $40 million or so, and maybe have taken that many snaps in the NFL.
Well, he's played a significant amount earlier keep in mind, I had Kyler Murray on my fantasy team. So Colt McCoy stepped in first couple of games and actually did pretty well. I think he won one and lost one possibly, but he came in and did something. He did pretty good.
He came in and did something.
Something, right. It wasn't the best, but I think, like I said, I think the first game he might have won. The second game he might have lost. But either way, like Colt McCoy, for not having seen him, and I know he's a backup quarterback, but not seeing him in about a year and a half since the last time Kyler Murray got injured.
Are you really about to? Are you about to say? Hold on. Are you about to say that about Colt McCoy, and in the same breath tell me to give Deshaun Watson a what the award?
You don't even have to give him.
And they ain't even. He ain't seen the field. You could have gave him
left his ass off the roster to the.
Oh no, he ain't see the field or practice in 2 years. Colt McCoy was out there practicing.
Okay.
With teams.
Yeah.
Come on, you can't. Come on, man.
I'm sorry. I still believe that.
You're biased, like I said before,
man. Deshaun Watson should have just stayed off the field for the year. Came in, whoever developed your boy for Seattle, whoever helped develop him, just go ahead and let him work with Deshaun Watson for the rest of the year, and then Deshaun Watson come in next year just ready, like.
But I'm all right. You saying that who? Well, I'm giving it away by asking the question right after you said that.
Oh, okay.
You know, after like I think they did a poll in the NFL about who had the prettiest ball. Who threw the prettiest ball in the NFL? Okay. Guess who it was?
It was your boy from Seattle. Yeah.
They said Geno. They say Geno throw. They say Geno throw the best ball in the NFL hands down.
and that comes from his quarterbacks coach who he had while he was off or out of the
I
NFL.
think Gino been nice, man. He just went
cool.
put it.
He
wasn't
on the right
situation.
teams.
Man,
He
that
wasn't
man,
on the right team.
that man got he got his jaw broke.
He wasn't on the right team.
He got his jaw broke before he could ever get a chance, man. He got his jaw broke, man.
That's funny.
It's true.
But yeah, but Gino, bro, like I said, the time he had off to develop himself and whoever helped develop him over that time that he was away, like Deshaun Watson, anybody needs to go see that man, clearly, because he's done a world of help with Geno Smith. And maybe it was the fact that Seattle had a little bit better
What's
offense
Watson?
than
What's Watson's numbers? Can you pull up? Let me see if I can pull
yeah,
up
I could pull it
real
up real quick. I could pull it up real quick too. Slide that over. Let's go to Google Chrome. Yeah.
I was
Right.
laughing. I was laughing at a text message from earlier. Cecil telling me watch your mouth about the Giants.
Oh man, please, Cecil, please hop on here somehow, some way, so we can talk about those Giants.
Cecil know how to chime in.
So we can talk about
Cecil does not want to talk about the Giants. There is nothing to be talked about.
the
in
turn
regards to the
turned
Giants. Like, what would we-
garbage. They have had their Cinderella run, and it did not end in the postseason.
Yeah,
It ended in the regular season.
I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm in various text message groups. You looking up Watson's stats still?
I mean, I got him right here.
All right, what we got? Hold up.
I mean, what he's played what 4 games?
Yeah. So what was it? Game 1, 2, 3, 4 progression as far as yardage.
Okay, so as far as yards, 131 yards against the Texans, 276 against the Bengals, which was okay. That sparked a little bit. Then you go back to 161 against the Ravens and 135 against the Saints. In that span, he threw 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and his average quarterback rating is 69.3 with a 57.7 completion percentage.
Okay.
So no,
Eh,
that is a no.
I mean,
The only thing,
I can say a lot of things because all right, and and I guess somebody could come right back and say the same thing for a Desmond Ridder. But one could spit out the point. Okay, so team's already struggling, right?
Right. Teams
you're
already struggling, but
Right, hold
in a
on.
good position.
Team's already struggling. You're being put in. Nah, they wasn't in no good position when
They
when he came in.
They had a more of a rhythm with Jacoby Brissett being there.
I would give you that they
because-
had more of a rhythm, but I mean it wasn't just like they was on no
But they're
big
still
winning
but
streak.
they're
I
also
don't even
still
know
a-
if they was in
they're
the
also still
playoff
a run.
contention.
They could have been, I think, if they kept Jacoby Brissett. But at the same time, when it comes to quarterbacks, you're talking about the Browns, who are a run-first football team.
I was just going to get to the point of later in the season, more injuries, more switch out, more inconsistencies because of injuries and different players having to come in. So you got offensive linemen that's having to, come in and out. You got defensive players that's going in and out. Obviously, injuries are a part of the game, but when you're not there for the whole season, you're not able to adapt to those injuries as well, I guess, because you're not seeing what's happening with the line. You know what I'm saying? How they're meshing and seeing where the defects are, whatever. No excuses. At the end of the day, they make big money to make big plays, but you know what I'm saying? It's reasons behind everything. Again, I think me personally, if I'm him, I probably want to get on the field and I want to get my feet wet. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to wait another year,
Right.
to get my feet wet. I've been waiting all this time. Hell, time's up, right? Let's get on the field. As soon as I can get on the field, let me get on the field.
I feel you. I mean, especially with you paying him, with the Browns paying him all that money, I definitely understand why they wanted to get him on the field, see what he could do. First game back against the Texans, I mean, it's against the Texans, but at the same time, I really don't feel too strongly about that game as far as not his performance, just his first game back. He's got to get up to true game speed.
Hostile
Right,
environment.
hostile. You're not at home.
They probably the guys that are on the Texans. You know what I'm saying? They trying to tee off on him as much as
all day. And so that was what I was definitely going to say. I don't know how many times he was rushed, how many times he was sacked. It doesn't say that. I could probably look that up. But trying to get back into game speed, true game speed, I get it for the first game. Second game proves that you probably got sacked a few times by the Texans and it probably hurt a little bit. And so up against the Bengals, you made some, pretty decent decisions. But I mean, you have at least one pick in 3 out of the 4 games that you played, and you only have 2 touchdowns in 2 different games out of the 4 that you played. But like I said, it is a run first team, so I get it. And I get putting him in just so he can just be around and people zipping by him and trying to sack him, even though it's a run play, or trying to get the ball out in the flat and taking a hit. I get it. So, I mean, he didn't do too bad, but I feel when you paying somebody that much money, they should be able to come in and go for it instantly. But he hasn't been practicing like every day and shit. He's been flying back and forth, court. Lord knows what the hell else he's been doing. So, just give that man a mental break. You know what I'm saying? Give him a break from that. He has to go from all these allegations and all this stuff, which is mentally stressful. Then you got to come in here and be mentally stressed over trying to impress the people who paid you all this money to play football. Mm-hmm. I get it. And so, like, mentally, I think he should have took a break. If you're going to put him in the game, you're going to put him in the game because that's his job and that's what he has to do. But I think they should have gave him a mental break to just clear himself and get back to where he needs to be mentally.
All right, we ain't gonna stay on here all night, but real quick, who would you have as your NFL player of the year?
NFL player of the year.
Player of the year.
Player of the year.
I know the season's not over with just yet, but I'm just saying when the question's asked, there had to be like 1 or 2 people that instantly just came to mind. Like, wow, yeah, that dude right there just like dominated the damn league.
Player of the year. It's kind of hard for me to pick a player of the year, and this could be offense or defense, I guess. You did say player of the year, so
yeah, that's why I put it like it could be offense or defense.
Wow. Shit. Because I don't know too many defensive players, because we don't use defensive players individually on fantasy. I mean, I'm always gonna say number 11 for the Cowboys, defensive back or D end or slash linebacker. But offensive player.
Who is that? Micah Fitzpatrick or
that's
Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons.
Parsons.
Micah Parsons and Minka Fitzpatrick for
I think you know what
Pittsburgh.
I'm gonna blame that on that ninja. As a matter of fact, I'm blaming it on that ninja because I think he said it on his show a couple of times. So now it's in my brain wrong.
All good. Yeah, it's Micah Parsons and Minka Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, those guys.
Those guys. I've been watching Parsons for a couple of years, bro, and he just keeps showing up. He's pretty consistent. There is a way. I think I can't remember what team he played this year. They actually kept him off his game this year. But other than that, I like Parsons. Offensively, though, oh boy, CeeDee Lamb is good. Devontae Adams has done well.
Yeah, for as bad as the Raiders have been, Adams has gone off.
Has still been eating, and Josh Jacobs actually has been either your number 1 or number 2. running back for the past
Hey,
for the past couple.
He's my number 2.
Oh, he's your number 2 running back.
He's my number. No, I'm just saying he's my number 2.
Okay. Who's number 1 now?
Hey, that young man out of Minnesota.
Oh, snap.
That young man out of Minnesota, man.
He's been doing his thing.
Mr. Justin Jefferson. But Mr. Jefferson is out there. Well, he is moving on up.
Yes. Every year.
Man, have you seen what
he's been carving, but he did the same thing last year.
Adam Thielen is an afterthought.
Adam Thielen is an afterthought. Adam Thielen gets the ball when a team like the Jets can keep that man Jefferson under control.
Mm-hmm.
That is it. The Jets have found a way, and if they can find a way to control Justin Jefferson,
the addition of T.J. Hawkinson kind of sort of changed up some things.
Yeah, it did.
And then, I mean, they got weapons on time. I mean, with Cook, they got weapons.
Yeah,
they got weapons, but it's about putting it all together. And they got Kirk Cousins.
Right. Kirk Cousins, one of my favorite quarterbacks. Been on a few of my fantasy football teams in the past few seasons, so definitely know that. Adam Thielen was one when he was maybe was that 2 or 3 years ago when he was good, and then after that I kind of did not draft him after that, but I kind of knew that was going to not be able to. He wasn't going to be able to sustain that. But yeah, man, it's a few people, but yeah, Justin Jefferson is that dude. Yes, you're right. He is that
Shout out to the MFG Football League. And let me see who's in the championship there. Remember when I told you I thought I was gonna have an easy win to get into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it wasn't about head to head. It came down to points for.
Mm-hmm.
I got booted from the playoffs.
Wow.
I got booted from the playoffs. So
wow.
In that league right now, I think you have. Let me see what the matchups are looking like. Yeah. How the fuck? I do apologize, y'all.
No, you good. Same thing happened to me in my playoffs, bro. Or not even in the playoff. I needed to win my last game to get into the playoffs with no problem. But then even if I lost the game, it came down to points for, and I was shy a few points.
It's
all good.
Going into the finals, into the championship game would be Ty Valentine and RC are going into the championship game. Playing in the constellation bracket for third place would be Georgia Peach versus Team Atlanta Stompers. And crazy as it could possibly ever be, guess who's playing in the constellation championship bracket?
Who? You?
Me and Microwave.
Oh God.
Yeah, of course. So, and shout out to D Greatest.
D Greatest.
So in the Wait a Minute Football League. Going into the championship game.
Okay.
Will be the D Greatest repping America's football team versus the Country Roads Experience. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go.
Oh, snap. Okay.
And crazy enough, I got a text message. I didn't know this league gives out a ring for the winner.
Oh.
You actually get a ring.
Oh, snap.
You get a ring.
I have to join that league next year.
Hey man, you get a ring in this one. So I will make no predictions. It's gonna be a good matchup from what I see so far. So this should be interesting, my friend. This is all I got to say. It should be interesting. I might have to. Me and Goat might have to. I might have to try to see if I can get him on for a show because win the first game this week.
Well, you said the first game for NFL Thursday.
Yeah, ain't no. Is there a Thursday? I don't know if it's a Thursday
Should
night
be.
game this week.
Here,
Let's see.
Let's
Oh,
look.
no.
Nah, no Thursday game. It might be. We might be switching to Saturdays. We might be up in Saturdays.
Nah, we got a Thursday game. Cowboys
Thursday game?
versus the Titans.
Yep, you're right. There it is. Cowboys.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I'm definitely. Even though my league is over, I'm definitely gonna. You can still play until the regular season's over. So I still move people and still have fun with it. But yeah, Cowboys will be starting. Dalton Schultz will be starting, and Tony Pollard is injured or questionable, so we won't be starting him. It's all good. I got Joe Mixon and David Montgomery. That'll work.
You got the all injury squad.
Bro, I had it. I had the all injury squad like within the last 3 weeks. At one point, all at the same time, I had Kyler Murray injured, Rondale Moore, David Njoku. Who else was injured? Dalton Schultz was injured. And I think Michael Carter was injured at that time. So there was 2 weeks in a row I won with the people that I had.
Yeah, I was about to say you had that all injured squad. That was like that all bye week.
Right. I was like by Mageddon, I had like 4 injured players, and I was just like, what the fuck, dude? So luckily, I still Derek Carr was playing decent during by Mageddon, so he was able to start. Joe Mixon was good. David Montgomery was good. Stephon Diggs was good. Mike Williams was injured. Actually, he was one of the injured players. It wasn't Michael Carter. It was him. Rashad White. I still had Cowboys D. Still had David Njoku. Still had Greg Dulcich. I had 3 tight ends because I had to move around tight ends when Dalton Schultz got injured. Just a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And I was still winning games. Up until the last 2.
All right. What biggest surprise team as far as team wise, biggest surprise in the NFL this season?
Jets.
Jets.
Oh yeah, the defense is well put together, and the defense is only going to allow the offense to have time to figure themselves out to see what they want to do. They got to stop switching quarterbacks every damn week. That's got to stop. They got to figure that out. I don't know how they're going to do it. They got to stop switching quarterbacks every weekend. Somebody's injured, I get it. Other than that, y'all going back and forth between White and Wilson. Just stop, please.
Well, it's crazy. Halfway through the season, you would have probably said Seattle.
Probably
Seattle was up there. Well, I'm gonna go the opposite way and just be negative about it. Biggest surprise for me, the Broncos. Oh,
Broncos. The Broncos are trash.
The Broncos, like
they had a good defense, but Russell Wilson behind the helm is. I don't know if it's Russell Wilson. I don't know if it's the rest of the team. Cortland Sutton didn't show up this year. Jerry Jeudy is it. Like, I don't know what happened. They couldn't establish running game, so they
once they got Latavius Murray,
Latavius
Murray was able to do something for him. But hell, that was later on in the season.
He's like Father Time. Like
Bro,
he just goes from team to team.
He is Adrian Peterson. You know what I'm saying? Like he Adrian Peterson out there with some hair, and he going to different teams basically.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, played one weekend for the 1 week, scored a touchdown for the Saints. Next weekend,
Melvin Gordon got more air miles than sky miles than a little bit at this point, because it seems like he get traded to 3. It feels like he gets traded to 3 teams. It's not that case, but it feels like he gets traded 3 times a year. And it's not even that. It's not he gets traded, but he'll start and get benched, and then start and then get benched. So it's almost like, damn, he played for them? He was playing at the beginning of the year and they benched him. Like,
right. He's too inconsistent. But he also has fumble issues. So, that's one reason. That's one of the reasons you would see him not start or get benched just because he was fumbling the ball, and he fumbled like 2 or 3 times this year at like the goal line. So like when they're about to punch it in, you call on Melvin Gordon, you call on the Flash, and he fucks it up.
Hey man, you know what?
It is.
I'm just gonna say this, and this is I'm gonna apologize before I say it. I don't trust Desmond Ridder hairline, man. I seen his hairline, and I was just like, I don't know if this is quarterback for us.
You a fool, bro.
I'm just saying.
I
I saw his hairline.
Now I gotta look up this.
I was thinking to myself, I don't know if this is really the quarterback for us, man.
Now I gotta look up this bullshit.
I don't know if this is the quarterback for the city.
Oh
But
no.
We talking about holidays, right? No, I'm just playing.
Ritter on the Falcons. Now I gotta
Look
see
him
what this
up.
pick
Look
like
him
does.
up. I'm just saying. I don't know if
Not the
I
hairline.
can trust his hairline, bro.
Just blame it on the helmet, bro.
I don't know if I can trust that hairline.
You a fool.
You see that man hairline? I don't know if that's a hairline. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's a hairline I can trust. Hey, you got a smartphone? You watching it right now? Pull up Desmond Ridder. I'm just saying. I don't know if I can trust that hairline or not.
That's horrible, bro. I'm sorry. I can't stop looking at it. I gotta just get off of it.
Shout
That's
out
wrong.
Shout out to that. This is checking into the building. Hey man, we've been having some technical difficulties, but we still in here right now. Again, hey, I don't know if that, and it's so off topic. I'm just saying that's not what we were talking about. We were talking about random things, but in that, I don't know if I can trust Desmond Ridder's hairline to take the Falcons to the next level.
I can't do it with you.
Seems like he would only be pushing them back. I'm just saying.
Oh, you are a fool. You are a straight fool for that shit.
And yes, I'm wearing the throwback Deion Sanders jersey right now. We'll be retiring this Falcons jersey as I was giving Capone. I was gonna give him an opportunity to throw shots, but then I just thought about it when we were talking. Like he a whole Giants fan, so how does that even work? I went back and looked at like the Giants versus Falcons record. I think out of the last 4 times we've played, like we've beat them 3 out of the last 4 times we played. They haven't beat us since like 2014 or something like that. I'm like, yeah,
that's horrible.
I mean, yeah, they got rings, but how old are they? They're not shiny no more. You know what I'm saying? They're not shiny rings.
It's bad. It's bad.
Pass. We gotta get ready to close the show out for real. We gonna do this. I'm gonna run this promo real quick. When I run, he does have the hairline of a Desert Storm vet. See. I don't know. That ninja.
That's horrible.
I'm just saying. You gotta look at these things. Hey, for everybody that's in the Columbus, Georgia area that's watching the show, watch the show later on, make sure you come check us out on January the 6th, 2 days before my birthday, as a matter of fact. So pass all y'all. I already told y'all if y'all off, make sure y'all come down to the show. Funny First Fridays. You're gonna have comedian Savante, comedian Dante, and you'll also have Nick Lewis, and it's going to be hosted by Small Fire. Real quick, show y'all how the last one looked, and then we're going to come right back. Yeah, that's when that's supposed to...
And we going worldwide with this one. Feel good music. Yeah. Cabells, made Martin the King. All it took was a hustle and a couple of beans. Mind full of big dreams, settled out of poker. Had to leave from a city, gotta hate it local. World, look at me now. Oh, they loving the kid. Where were you at when I was traffic and stuck with them bricks? I was stuck with them bricks. I was stuck with them bricks. And they had the nerve to tell me, make it back the best way you can, young nigga. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the view. You gotta get up, get out and get something. Sleep equal a whole lot of nothing. You have a whole lot of everything, but it don't mean nothing if you ain't riding, no.
New York Entertains presents Funny First Friday.
Why isn't there any B battery? Does the B stand for black battery? There was black batteries. I wouldn't use them. Probably will work sometime.
Funny First Fridays, Columbus's premier comedy series,
Yeah, that's hilarious.
showcasing nationally touring comics who have appeared on Def Jam Comedy, Comic View, Comedy Central, and Last Comic Stand. Funny First Fridays, January 6th at Warehouse 9, 929th Street in Columbus.
So if I'm a baller on the budget. Monsters, that's my store right there. But one thing about Monsters, you got to have patience up in there. You can find that stuff anywhere in there. I bought me a nice little blue jean outfit. Pants and the shirt. Found the pants where it's supposed to be. The shirt was in the back hanging in between some damn shower curtains. I like, here goes the damn shirt right here.
It's Funny First Friday, January 6th at Warehouse 9. Doors open up at 7:30. Showtime is at 8. For more information on VIP tables, call 833-22-FUNNY. That's 833-22-FUNNY. To purchase tickets, go to eventbrite.com.
All right, we back. So that ninja has checked into the building. He has actually asked me to do something. So, and we haven't even talked about it. I didn't even bring it up. I didn't bring it up at all. I didn't talk about it. I've been actually trying my best not to talk about it. But if you give me 2 quick seconds, I will entertain you.
Ooh.
All right, man. I wasn't gonna do this. I wasn't gonna talk about it at all. I was gonna leave it be. I was going to let it go. Look like a lot of love TKO. No, it ain't a whole lot to talk about though. When it comes to the game, I guess there is a lot to talk about, but I think it's gonna boil down to, matter of fact, pass. Cause you love yourself some college football.
Yeah.
But before I say anything about the game, I'll ask your thoughts. And there's only one game. I mean, this whole little Michigan versus TCU thing is, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is. I mean, I'll say what I think about that in a minute. But what do you think about the game, bro?
It is what it is, man. Georgia should win another championship. They're primed too. They still got great offense. Defense is still chucking along, even though I know they lost some great key pieces. Offense did too. They lost some key pieces as well, but they're still moving on. They're pulling a Saban right now, and they're doing what they do, and they just sticking to their culture and doing the best that they can to repeat.
I ain't gonna let you give us. I ain't gonna let you give us the win that easy. It ain't gonna.
Oh no. So that is always why we play the game. We just don't look at the paper and see the skills of every player and just say, "Oh, they should win. Here's your trophy." No, you play the game. Anybody can lose on any given Sunday or Saturday or Thursday. We know that. So
arguably,
Georgia should go out there and still perform to the level in which they've been playing for the past year and a half, 2 years.
I don't say arguably, and now it depends on who you're talking to. Arguably, Ohio State has the best wide receiver in the nation.
But one wide receiver doesn't make a whole squad. So if you can go ahead and Belichick them boys and take off they numero uno, as long as the rest of your squad is ready and to defend or whatever else they have to throw at you for taking away their main, then you should be good, just like they did last year.
That Ninja I'm gonna do a devil's advocate thingy thing, and then I'm gonna turn it around. So arguably, they also have the best, or one of the best. Well, obviously one of the best quarterbacks in the nation.
Okay. I mean, you gotta stop a weapon.
of all of the teams, Alabama wasn't that team this year.
Right, they weren't.
Alabama wasn't that team.
They couldn't hold it together.
Of all of the teams in the nation, that it's not a team that Georgia don't want to play, but of all the teams that when you just look at it, the team that matches up the best with what we do and what they do, athletes for athletes, it's them. Now, on both ends, there are some deficiencies. So I would say from what Georgia has to do on the defensive side is they got to get CJ out the pocket.
Right, but you also got to contain CJ when he's outside the pocket.
I think we're fast. I think we're fast enough, and we do a good enough job to do that. And I'm gonna say look at and I would just say look what Georgia did to Hooker.
Okay.
Although he got hurt, you know what I'm saying, during that game. Look what they were able to do to him. And then I guess if you're gonna look at game footage, you would see what Michigan did to CJ. You know what I'm saying? And they made him get out of the pocket, you know what I'm saying, and forced him into some bad plays.
Bad plays, right.
You definitely can't let them sit in the pocket and let them receivers burn our DVs downfield.
No.
The thing that scares me is we got a player on the defensive side in Ringo that could either Ringo gonna drop in the draft or he gonna make a whole lot of damn money this game. One of the two is gonna happen. Like sometimes his timing is off on some of those jumps, you know what I'm saying, to get those interceptions. But sometime between him and I think it's Sparks, they'll come down with some beautiful shit. Our DBs are. We just can't. We can't let our DBs get caught out in coverage for too long, and I really think it comes down to. It's gonna come down to their wide receivers versus our tight ends. You know what I'm saying? Our tight ends between Brock and between, I'm just gonna call him Mr. 6'7", bruh. And they don't even use Mr. 6'7" like they should use him. 6'7". Man, this man should be playing basketball somewhere. 6'7".
Right.
Out here hurdling folks.
Right.
But I think it's gonna come down to what let me make a quick joke. It's gonna come out to the Rainbow Coalition linebackers of
Shit, horrible.
I know he laughing right now. So the Rainbow Coalition linebackers over there versus our tight ends and our DBs versus their wide receivers. Now there's one elephant in the room as well. This elephant was in the room during the Heisman presentation and shouldn't have been there. The elephant in the room is one Stetson Bennett. All right, from that ninja in the chat room, good. Georgia did that against Tennessee because the corners played aggressive with some holding mixed in. Now they hey, listen, I'm not going to sit here and act like they didn't I'm not going to admit to holding. I'm just going to say they definitely allowed Georgia's DBs to play very physical. It was some holding. It was some holding. It was some holding. on the other end was some pass interference calls. You know what I'm saying? Like it was some holdings, it was some pass interference. But yeah, Tennessee wasn't ready for the ass whooping that he was going to receive that day.
Yeah. Bro. But it was that showed it was. So I think in the game between Georgia and Ohio State is going to be Georgia's defensive line versus the wide defense versus Ohio State's wide receiver core.
That's where it's going to come down
Georgia can beat them if they get pressure on the quarterback. Man. If they can't get pressure on the quarterback, and like you said, if them DBs got too much time to run around, man, y'all can kiss it goodbye because it's not going to work.
Again,
too fast.
And it's crazy. It is crazy to see how Georgia did reload this year. You know what I'm saying? Like after losing so many pieces, they did load. They don't get as many sacks per se, right. But they don't. You know what I'm saying? They don't give up. They bend, but they don't break. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they just got to tackle. I think again it's gonna be a good game. Both teams have had a whole lot of time to game plan at this point. I know in the in the Ohio State versus Michigan game, I think they ran some sets that they hadn't ran before. So if you got this much time to game plan against Georgia and vice versa, both teams are gonna have some sets that neither one has seen before that you wasn't able to game plan for. Ohio State probably gonna come out with them stack receivers here and there. Like we gotta see what the DBs do. The affirmative action linebackers at Ohio State University are a tradition, sir, along with our affirmative action tight ends. Hey,
if we can get to Doug Flutie, no, he did.
The game will be mostly decided on the line. If we get a Doug Flutie Jr., it would disrupt the offense. If our O-line keeps CJ clean, he will do whatever he wants. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, y'all got to keep CJ clean, and no pun intended, Kirby gonna release the dogs.
Yeah,
he gonna release the dogs, man.
Yeah,
he gonna release the dogs. So I expect for it to be a good game. I don't know, man. I obviously I want Georgia to win. I want it to be a good game though. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be a
blowout.
You feel like the game over with at halftime game. But then in some of these games, you just never know because at the same time, motherfucker have a 21-point lead going in halftime and the other team come out and put up that quick 14 and it's a whole new ball game. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's everything that, like I said, that's why we play the game. You gotta go show up. That's it. You gotta show up.
I think I might end up doing one more show. I know that Ninja was talking about doing the show. That Ninja, let me know if you still gonna do a show before the game to kind of sort of break down the game any further. Definitely let me know on that. Hey man, we gonna get ready to get up out of here in a second. I expect for the line to cause some disruption at the point. I'm looking for CJ Stroud to run a little and to dump the ball off to the tight ends and the running backs. I don't know if y'all, football, college is different. I'm gonna say that Ninja. Do y'all run any? I'm sure y'all run some option plays, but I don't know. Option plays dangerous.
RPOs, they're not that. I mean,
nah. I'm just talking about like the old school like pitch option plays.
Pitch options.
And like that shit's kind of dangerous against Georgia.
Yeah. Well,
it's gonna be a whole lot of athletes out on the field, and everybody's gonna be moving real fast.
Yes, and some things are gonna happen, and somebody's gonna go home happy, and somebody's not gonna go home happy. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
I mean, of course, one would say we got a home field advantage. Playing in the Benz.
Okay. Well, yeah. That helps. That helps big time. But Ohio State, Ohio State fans travel. Ohio State fans travel well too. So CJ is not an option quarterback. No, he's not. That's why.
Will you be attending the game? Is the question. I know I will not be attending. Well, I'm not gonna say that. My cousin said he's trying to work something out. If you call me and say you got tickets to the game, I'm definitely going to the game. Otherwise, I'll be watching it on the biggest possible screen I can. Doing a show on New Year's Eve, probably no later than 12 Central, maybe even as soon as 11 Central to go over the game. Okay, bet. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned to Spreaker, the Underground Railroad on Spreaker. Follow that Ninja. I think the page on Facebook should be under the Underground Railroad. Make sure y'all go check out that Ninja on Spreaker as well. Hey, Pass. I'm seriously considering doing a top 10 countdown of some sort before the end of this year. I just don't know what yet. We have already giving out some very nice awards. I have another award I have to give out though.
So I don't know if that's good or bad.
It's good, bro.
All right.
Remember, what did I call this award? The Country Roads Influencer Award.
Influencer Award.
So for the very first time, we would like to give out this award. It's a prestigious award. There was a show a few months ago, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to have to actually go back and find this show. And I'm going to bring a clip of this show to the Top 10 Countdown. And one would ask, well, Mo, why don't you have the clip with you today? And I would answer one and I would say, well, there's been a lot of shit going on, ladies and gentlemen. And, lost my mother-in-law. And, I was in training all day today. And, just had some stuff going on. But Hold on. If a club team qualifies, baby girl might have a tournament in Columbus, Georgia at the end of April. Definitely let us know that, Ninja. Definitely let us know on that one. There's a show a couple months ago, and there was a term that was coined during that show. And I wish all of the fellas were here right now that were here during that particular show. But, we were having random facts. It was just, random facts being thrown around between friends, and we were trying to see who could come up with the best random fact. And the man that sits before you today, underneath Philippians 4:13. The man that sits,
you are horrible.
The man that sits here before you today, underneath Philippians 4:13. Let everybody in on a secret about a particular animal. And it was so enlightening of a moment. I mean, it was so enlightening.
What the fuck?
Is really what happened during that moment. And it was in a good way. You know what I'm saying? And at first, I think we all were like, and then somebody looked it up and it was like,
What the fuck?
and then questions started to roam the room. It was almost like it was almost like
What?
and again it was like
What?
and one more time it was like
What?
and then of course the co-host had to come in. But this was a very intriguing and serious moment. And for coming up with the term slothing, ladies and gentlemen, for coming up with the term slothing, we are esteemed to have with us Pasadena. Pasadena, would you like to explain how you earned this Country Roads influencer reward, sir?
By just coming up with a fun fact or something a lot of people didn't know about sloths. Only my nerdy ass would know something about a sloth anyway.
So would
This
you?
is the only one that I actually rememred. Like,
Could
because
you
it was just so random.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, yes, sloth it was a fun fact about sloths. So,
And
what was the fun fact about a sloth?
I think the first thing I said is that sloths are faster in water than they are on land, because they are. On I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen, what is that? Something Utopia or something like that. It's all about animals. Well, it was like a little, Pixar film or something like that. But there was a small sloth in there, and they're always talking hella slow because that's the way they move in real life. But in water, they move faster than like snakes and stuff like that in the water. Like, they're pretty fast. And then we, of course, Capone chimed in and started asking, like, do they fuck the same way? Are they faster at fucking men? I think so. what is it? Oh, I can't remember. I can't remember this one. But it takes them so long to get ready for sex. But when they have sex, it's like really, really quick. And then
It's
it's like
like
over.
0.15 of a second.
Right. And then they're
It
like
takes
over.
it takes a sloth like 3 months
To like find his mate or something like
to
that.
find the mate and get to the mate, and then 0.15 of a second
It is over.
to make whoopee, and hence the term slothing came about. So for the term slothing, sir, we'd like to give you this award. We don't have an official award yet. We won't be mailing it out either.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
But
not.
there is video evidence that you won this award. So a sloth needs gratuitous foreplay, but bust are faster than Rick Pitino.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
Literally, man. And then I think they said like sloth. Look, we're about to get into this all over again. Sloth,
All right, let's go. Let's go.
The sloth fights. You know what I'm saying? So don't let it be two male sloths in the same area as a female.
Wow.
You done took a whole 2 months and 28 days, and he 2 months and 28 and a half days. And y'all right there together, and you just about to be like, how did that work? You down 15, bow, and then like you trying to roll off. Is he trying to slap you so he can get on? And like, how does that even? How does it? Wow, it's a lot to think about. Just
and for some odd reason, it's like the slowest replay ever.
Right,
and it hasn't even happened yet.
This is like has to be like the best action film ever that is in slow motion.
Is in slow motion.
You know what? If I was a sloth and this happened to me, I would just tell that motherfucker, let's take it to the water.
For real.
Like,
because they are very strong swimmers.
Let's take it to the water, buddy.
That's probably what needs to happen. So that we can get a little bit more on board with time.
Hey man, I'm about to get up out of here, man, so I go eat. We done had technical difficulties about 15 times, but all said and good. Hey, I am going to reach out to the fellas to see if we can get us a countdown show in before the end of this year, possibly.
Okay.
So look out for that phone call. Anything to say to the people on closing?
Just keep striving and keep doing what you do. As you see back here, this is me and my brother and my sister's scripture that my mom has deemed for us, and this is what I've been through and what I've overcame, and this is just the bane of my existence right now. Like, I can do everything, and I don't hold myself back for anything. So as soon as I get off this cast, I'm gonna get back into filming this video so I can keep making this video for my first YouTube video. Dang, I didn't put myself way up there. But other than that, just keep pushing forward, believe in God, believe in, I mean, I can always say believe in God, but believe in something. You know what I'm saying? And move forward. Whatever you're doing, whatever you go through, it's short term. You know what I'm saying? And just keep pushing forward and get where you want to go. Do what you want to do. Have fun doing it, but be safe and do it the right way. That's it.
Hey, I ain't really got too much to say tonight, man. Hey, appreciate y'all for tuning in to the show. Make sure if you're in the Columbus, Georgia area, next Friday, which is going to be the first Friday in January, you come out to the show, Warehouse 9, going down. Doors open at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, you got a host of comedians. Headliner is going to be Nick Lewis, hosted by Small Fire. His new name, which y'all remember as Small Fry. Outside of that, man, I would just say, Mama said what they got to do with the price of tea in China. and I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck she was talking about.
All right.